When women reach a certain age, they start craving something new. Men, be warned, it's time to watch over your wives closely. Many men believe that women cheat because they're unhappy with their husbands or because the husbands have treated them poorly. But in reality, the opposite is often true. There are numerous reasons why both men and women fall into the trap of infidelity. While men are typically driven by physical desires, women often cheat for emotional reasons, especially when they feel neglected or abandoned by their partners. It's a fact that men cheat more often than women, but don't be mistaken, women are not far behind. According to recent statistics, about 20% of men and 13% of women admit to having extramarital affairs after getting married. A study conducted by the dating website Victoria Milan suggests there's a specific age range when women are most likely to cheat. You might assume that women in their 20s, brimming with youth and vitality, are more likely to betray their spouses. However, the research shows that the riskiest age group is actually women around the age of 35, nearing 37. The average age of women who cheat globally is 36.6, around 7 years after getting married, assuming the average age of marriage is 29. These results vary by country, with women in the UK most likely to cheat between 25 and 29 years old, while in Spain, the age range is higher, between 40 and 44. In Hungary, the range is even higher, from 45 to 49. In addition to identifying why are women over 35 more likely to cheat? Statistics show that women at this age are more susceptible to temptation. This could be the age when women are most likely to have affairs, as they often have stable careers and financial independence, making them less reliant on their husbands. If they have a distant or neglectful spouse, women at this age may feel lonely and seek someone to confide in and share their joys and sorrows. If they don't feel connected to their husbands, they're more likely to fall for someone who is willing to listen. They become emotionally vulnerable to men who treat them better than their husbands, which is one of the top reasons women cheat, and something men should be cautious of, especially when their wives are around 35 years old. Women at this age are also prone to office affairs, as they spend most of their time at work, interacting with male colleagues. If they find a coworker who shares their values, who is more understanding and emotionally in tune than their husband, it's easy for feelings to develop. At 35, women undergo many psychological and emotional changes, particularly in their intimate relationships. If their husbands are cold or indifferent, and another man's, for women, social, economic, and biological factors, such as choosing a man who is an ideal father figure for their children or someone who can provide financial stability, play a major role in the decision to cheat. These considerations don't impact men in the same way, who have a higher rate of infidelity, 7% more than women. According to a study from the University of New Hampshire, it's often said that every woman harbors certain secrets in her heart. These might be thoughts of leaving her husband or cheating, but loyal women never act on these thoughts, as they are driven by love, principles, and a commitment to their families. Once a woman has decided to remain faithful, no one can change her mind. But when she begins to waver, even her husband won't be able to hold her back. Men need to understand this universal truth about women: once they've been hurt enough, they won't hesitate to walk away. What do cheating women desire most in men? This question often arises when a husband notices something strange or different about his wife's behavior, or when he discovers that she's been unfaithful. The answer: a warm, protective embrace. For women, the most important thing is to have a man who is willing to drop everything for them when they're feeling anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed. A man who is always there to comfort and protect them, no matter the situation. Since women are driven by emotions, they are easily moved by acts of kindness and care from another man, which can lead to an affair. They are often attracted to the strength and masculinity of their lover. Strength in men can be defined in many ways, but women are often drawn to physical traits like a strong build, a commanding voice, or a man who leads in difficult situations. Women are attracted to this outward show of strength and want to be with a man who makes them feel protected, without having to be tough themselves. Material satisfaction is also important. Everyone desires a comfortable life free of financial worries. Temptation by material wealth is one of the major reasons why many marriages fall apart. Women often have refined tastes in clothing, jewelry, and lifestyle, so if they meet a man who can provide financial security, they may be tempted to stray. Sex is another significant factor. Women's sexual needs are no less intense than men's, but they tend to express these desires less openly. However, if their needs aren't met for an extended period, women can feel frustrated and dissatisfied, leading them to seek out a man who can fulfill their desires. These are the types of women who cheat. No matter their age, they find it hard to remain faithful to their husbands. Women who easily get bored often use infidelity as a way to escape the monotony of their lives. Instead of figuring out why they feel bored, they seek excitement. Women who crave attention. Any woman constantly hungry for the attention of others will eventually betray her partner. If she feels like she isn't getting enough affection from her man, she becomes easy prey for any man who gives her the attention she feels she deserves. Women who love to dress provocatively. These women enjoy wearing revealing clothing, the more seductive the better, to flaunt their assets. High-income women. Just as men might stay faithful when they're poor but stray when they become rich, the same is true for women. If a woman has financial independence, she's more likely to cheat compared to others. Thrill seekers. These women love the adrenaline rush. The more forbidden something is, the more they want to do it. For them, cheating is like an extreme sport, risky but exhilarating. Women who seek fame. These are women willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want. They desire a life of luxury and comfort, without having to work or take care of their family. These types of women are prone to cheating to achieve their goal of living a carefree life. Extroverted women. Those who are extroverted tend to have a more open perspective on marriage and life. They seek out new experiences, and the routine of long-term marriage often leads to boredom. For these women with inflated egos. When a woman is full of pride, any man who flatters her ego can easily lure her into an affair. Women with high sexual needs. These women are willing to find another man simply to satisfy their desires when their husbands cannot. Their uncontrollable desires often lead them down the path of infidelity. Women who crave intimacy. Some women have a higher need for emotion. She admits to cheating on her husband with a much younger lover. Another young wife, married to a man nearly 30 years her senior, says she fell in love with him when she was in her early 20s, but now, nearly a decade into the marriage, things have changed. He's no longer the same man, she explains, citing his diminished masculinity over time. Some women miss the excitement and butterflies they felt during the first date, which no longer exist. They begin to explore new relationships to recapture that feeling. They find their partner boring and start to seek out higher emotional highs with someone else. One woman admits, "I feel guilty when I think about him. He's a good husband, he doesn't cause any trouble in bed, but I just don't feel attracted to him. Yet with others, I feel excited. I'm not satisfied with my husband, but I go crazy for every little gesture and word from my lover. I can't explain why." Women might be sexually satisfied, but this doesn't necessarily fulfill their emotional needs. Women place a high value on feeling cared for. It's not just about sex, they want to be acknowledged, remembered, appreciated, and spoken to. If these things don't happen at home, they often turn to someone else to fulfill these desires. Sometimes, infidelity is just a desire to experience the feeling of being desired by someone else. When a woman truly believes she is beautiful, talented, and exceptional, she wants to feel admired and desired by others. She may begin to feel that being with just one person isn't enough, especially if that person doesn't appreciate her. At that point, infidelity becomes more likely. A member of a discussion group confessed, "When someone doesn't appreciate you, it's easy to stray." Marriage and relationship experts agree that infidelity is often a reflection of deeper problems in the marriage. If a marriage is strong and fulfills the needs of those involved, there would be no reason to seek fulfillment elsewhere.